So just begin by really rooting down through the sitting bones, connecting down to the mat, to the ground. Arriving in your space, onto the mat, to your practice. As you root down through your sitting bones, feel a lift through the whole of your body, and like a cord picking you up from the center of your head, lifting you up. Shoulders are softly melting back and down. And gently begin to deepen your breath from wherever you pick it up today. Deepening the breath, breathing deeply down into the belly. With the inhalation, let the belly inflate and come out like a balloon. On the exhale, let the belly float back towards the spine, squeezing the abdominals gently. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So you're going to bring your hands forward and coming onto all fours. So you'll prepare for the cat-cow stretches. Shoulders are stacked on top of the wrists and the pelvis on top of the knees. Just roll out your shoulders a couple of times, bending the elbows outwards. And then we start with an inhalation, lifting up the chest, arching the back. Exhale, pressing away the earth and rounding the back. Inhale, lifting up, arching the back, lifting the heart. Exhale, pressing into the earth and rounding the back, drawing the navel back. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, rounding, floating with your breath, fluid movement. Inhale, rising. Exhale, floating and rounding the back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding. One last time. Inhale, rising, lifting the heart, arching the back. On the exhale, rounding the back. Good. Coming back to center. So bring your hands slightly more forward, the knees slightly back to just increase the distance in between hands and knees. Going to sit back onto your heels, stretching forward through the hands, rocking a bit from side to side. And then lifting up, pressing in between the thumb and index finger. Tuck your toes and lifting the pelvis up into a first downward dog. Walking out the downward dog, bending one knee and then the other to warm up the back of the legs. Stretching out, just feeling into any tightness. Moving slower, bending into each knee. And then coming slowly into a still standing downward dog. Pressing in between the thumb and index finger. And imagine squeezing an imaginary block between the thighs, engaging the bandha, dropping the navel back towards the spine. Taking 2 more breaths. And slowly walk the feet forward in between the hands, bending the knees and holding on to the elbows, becoming soft and sinking down. Head and neck released. Take a deep exhale. Releasing everything. Pressing both feet firmly into the ground, awareness in the soles. As you rise up, arms out to the side, lifting all the way up, bringing the palms together, slightly back. Exhale, bringing the hands to the heart into Namaste. Take a breath. On the inhale, rising up, palms together, looking up. Exhale, floating down to the ground, Uttanasana. Inhale, bring the hands onto the lower leg, rising up. Exhale, hands down, step the right leg back. Looking forward, drop the right knee, toes down. Squeezing the inner thighs together, rising up. Inhale. As you exhale, sinking into the left knee and down. Inhale, rising up through the arms. Exhale, sinking further. See that your knee is closer to the body than your ankle. Otherwise, moving the foot more forward. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, floating both hands down either side of the foot. Right knee rises. Stepping back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Fold forward, pressing into the toes. Inhaling cobra. Exhale, sitting back, tuck the toes, floating up to downward dog. Taking 3 breaths. Drawing the navel back towards the spine. And again, squeeze your imaginary block between the thighs, engaging Mula Bandha. Inhale, lift the right leg up into the sky. Exhale, draw the right leg forward between the hands. Lifting the heart forward, straighten the spine, step forward, left to right foot. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, sinking down. Pressing into the feet. Inhale, rising up. Palms together, up and over the head. Exhale, hands to the heart. Taking a breath here around the heart. Increasing space around the heart. And coming to the other side. As you inhale, rising up. Exhale, floating down. Inhale, hands on the lower leg, rising. Exhale, both hands down, left leg steps back, looking forward. Left knee down, toes down, squeeze the inner thighs together, rising up. Inhale. Exhale, sinking into the right knee. Always the energy between the thighs is moving them together, squeezing them. It protects your knee, bandha engagement. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, sinking further down. Inhale, rising. Exhale, wheeling both hands down either side. Left knee rises. Step back to plank. Taking a breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Toes flat, scoop forward, pressing the toes into the mat, into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, sink back and floating back up to downward dog. Taking 3 nice breaths here. Releasing the head, shaking out the head for yes, for no. On the inhale, lift the left leg up into the sky. Exhale, draw the left leg through the hands. Waiting for the inhalation to step forward, right to left. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding down. Pressing into the soles of the feet, rising up. Inhale. Palms together, exhaling, hands to the heart. Taking a couple of breaths in and around the heart space. The back of the heart, the sides. Breathing in light and space. On the inhale, lifting the arms up over the head. Exhale, floating down all the way. Inhale, hands on the lower leg, rising. Exhale, both hands down, right leg steps back. Look forward, straightening your back. Finding your gaze, your drishti, focusing on one point with the eyes, lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, sinking down into the left knee. The right heel is drawing back and down towards the mat. On each inhale, lifting. On the exhale, sinking further down. And draw a few circles with the arms to open the chest and open the heart. Breathing into the front of the body. Inhale, rising up the arms, straighten the front leg. Drop the right foot out, 90 degrees. Checking the alignment, front heel and back arch, sinking. Exhale into your warrior 2. Keeping the belly engaged, navel draws back towards the spine, looking forward. On each inhale, breathing into the fingers. Exhale, sinking further down. Inhale. Exhale. Feet are strong in the mat, as if you try and lengthen the mat. Exhale. One more breath. Good. On the inhale, bring the right hand back and lift the left arm up and over, reversing the warrior. Breathing into the left side of the body. On the exhale, sinking further down into your front knee. Inhale. Exhale. On the inhale, rising up and wheeling both hands down either side. Right foot turns forward and step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Toes flat on the mat, scoop forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, sink back and float up into downward dog. And this time bring the feet out to the sides of the mat, to the edges, coming into a wide-legged downward dog. Just seeing how it changes your posture, deepening your downward dog. Good. Maybe moving a bit from side to side, just being playful with your pose, exploring. And stepping both feet back into the center and rising up with the right leg up. And exhale, drawing the right leg through between the hands. Straightening the spine, look forward, wait for the inhale, step left to right. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, floating into forward bend Uttanasana. Pressing into both soles of the feet, lifting up. Inhale, slightly back. And exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Taking a couple of breaths. And then we come to the other side. On the inhale, lifting up. Exhale, floating down. Inhale, hands on lower leg, rising. Exhale, both hands down, left leg steps back, look forward, straighten the back. On the inhale, finding your gaze, your drishti, rising up. On the exhale, sinking down into the right knee and the left leg is stretching back. Left heel grounding. Inhale. Exhale, sinking down. And just opening here. Again, circling the arms to open the front of the chest. Breathing into the heart and into the front of the body. Good. Inhale, rising up, straightening the right leg and drop the left foot out 90 degrees. On the exhale, sinking into the warrior two. Dropping the navel back towards the spine, pressing into the feet. See if you try and lengthen the mat. On the inhale, breathing into your hands. Exhale, sinking down. 2 more breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the left hand back with the inhale and the right arm up and over. Reversing the warrior and keeping the front knee bent. As you inhale, reaching through, stretching the right side. On the exhale, sinking further down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, wheeling both hands up and down either side. Left foot turns forward. Step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Scooping forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Sitting back, downward dog. Taking 3 nice deep breaths. Lifting the pelvis up as if pulled up by a string. Belly button floats back. On the next exhale, bend your knees, look forward in between your hands, and we take a wide jump or step outside of both hands. Coming into an Asian squat. Good, so bring the feet as far out as necessary to ground them down. Bringing the palms together into a namaste, pressing the elbows into the knees. And letting the pelvis here really sink down and root down. The spine is lengthening. The energies are moving down to the ground, to the earth, calming. Also your system is calming down. The heartbeat lowering. On each exhale, really breathing, exhaling all the energy, the earth to the earth, all the energy down into the ground. Good, and then very slowly release, coming to sit down. And you'll bring both feet into the mat, the soles of the feet down. Bringing the hands out, palms facing up, using them as brakes as you ground down. And here engaging the core for a bit, so if you feel it gets a little bit hard, staying for a moment. Just breathing here, feeling the core engaged. And then slowly coming all the way down. Bringing the palms facing down, the arms next to the body. And the fingers are tickling forwards towards the heels, so the shoulders are moving away from the ears. Bring the heels back, so you just touch the back of the heels with the fingers. On the inhalation, tip the knees forward, so your pelvis is lifting up. Bringing both shoulder blades together underneath, and interlace the fingers and stretching them down. So the glute muscles here are really relaxed, not engaged. All the strength, the lift is coming from the thighs. Really lifting up, breathing into the upper back. And then coming up onto the tiptoes. On an inhale, lift the right leg up, stretching up, lifting through. Exhaling down. Lifting the left leg up into the sky, stretching and lifting through the left leg. And exhale, coming down. Taking 2 more breaths. And then release the shoulders, placing the palms on the mat, and roll down vertebra by vertebra. Delicately, carefully separating one bone from the other. Coming all the way down. Bringing the knees into the chest, pressing the lower back, the lower spine into the mat. To counter pose, rocking a bit from side to side. And then slowly coming into a Shavasana, letting the legs drop out, the feet sliding out, feet dropping out to either side, arms next to the body with the palms facing up. And completely letting go and resting, becoming heavy. So please stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish, for as long as you need, or as long you need to rest. And bring yourself out very gently and quiet. Wishing you love and light. Namaste.